Okay. All right, let's get the cards out. And I forgot to bring a drink, so that's not good. Alright, so Chris, Silly Pants, and Astro Love will be getting on shortly. Yeah, there's a lot of sun here. I'm in the area. As you can hear, there's music going in the background. I'm hopeful that you can hear me clearly. And I've made sure that this is on, like it's using my internet from this phone here. So yeah, so we shouldn't drop out today. Now, Chris, Astro Love, it's her birthday today, and she wanted to pay for a reading using what she used yesterday. So when she gets on, she was asking me what to do, and I was telling her I'm not sure what to do, because if I have the battery, I've got the battery here, it's plugged in to this phone. I can't have the microphone in. I bought the thing and it's supposed to be able to put the microphone and then plug it in, but the trouble is there's not enough room to put, like, once you've got the microphone dongle thing sitting there, then you can't get the power in while I've got it on the stand. So it just, technology, how wonderful. So what I'm thinking is, the only time I've had a video where they wouldn't let me have it on my channel was when I had that television behind me. Remember that? It was about 2 years ago. And there was a couple of readings that I did on there, and I repeated all those readings and sent them out to people because they lost their reading. That's only once where I've ever had it blocked. Usually what happens is, if they pick up on 1 or 2 songs, or if I'm on for an hour and they pick up on 5 or 6 songs, it's not every song. What I've noticed, it's only particular songs that get flagged, and then what will happen is it just says you can't monetize this, and I don't monetize it. I turn the monetization off the video. The only time I might turn it on is when I'm finished, and I might go turn the monetization on in case people come back to watch their video. But today, obviously, you're looking at a bike or exercise machine. I asked my friend to buy it for you. You're better off looking at the trampoline thing. Have a look at the trampoline thing I was telling you about. You just bounce on it. It's good for your blood, your circulation. It's good for losing weight, and it's good for your heart. And it burns off sugars and fats and all of that. The reason I couldn't use it is because of the neck damage I've got, and it was just making it flare up. You donated for a detailed reading for you and one for Sally. Well done. Okay, Sally, are we going to do this reading today online, and I'll just not use names or something? Are you happy with that, instead of me having to record later? Because I sometimes I don't have time to be doing that. Like when I'm finished here, the last thing I want to do is going to set up at home. All right, yeah, so we've got a payment from Chris for you and Sally. The trampolines are only like, the bike thing you're going to buy will take up nearly the same sort of space. You know that veranda thing you've got out where you can go, and I said you should have a barbecue out there or stuff like that? That's plenty of room to put that thing. Have a look at it, have a look at the measurements and make sure of what weight it can take. The one I bought was so good, and the guy that he bought a cheapy one, he ended up, one guy bought mine and we did a deal with a snooker cue and $100. Then the guy that wanted mine, he bought it off the other guy, and he only paid him $100. So that guy literally ripped himself off because he gave me a cue which was worth more than $50. But anyway, have a look, and he had a cheapy one, and he said that the one that I bought was just far superior to the one he bought. Yeah, I'm an Aussie. Hey there, Olivia, and welcome. All right, so yeah, we'll do it online. You send me what the question is, and I won't use anybody's names or whatever. I'll just use letters and stuff, Sally. But first up, Chris, what are we doing for you? I'll just get my list out. Yeah, hopefully we don't have any problems with the sound. Oh no, you know what I've done? I had to do a reading for a relative of mine yesterday, and I've taken out the piece of paper that I was writing on and the pen. I've got a paper here. Anyway, you can keep track of what's going on. We should be okay with battery. It's actually going up to near halfway now. So it's using it and not using it at the same time. It's charging and using it. My only problem, like I said, is the microphone not being plugged in and the music coming through. Yes, I am an Aussie, Olivia. Are you an Aussie as well? I am. Oh, you are an Aussie? Yeah, I'm in, if I turn this around, and you can see up over that area, up that way, that would be Sydney. Sydney is, well, when you first touch Sydney, it's about an hour's drive from where I'm sitting. So Sydney's in that direction, and I'm on the east coast below Sydney, an hour below Sydney. Okay, Chris, what are we looking at? You'd like to know how your call with, oh, so you're doing it this weekend. Woohoo! Let's see how we go. I'll put the timer on here like I did yesterday. I prefer this. You can't pick up on my face because of these big sunglasses. Alrighty, we're ready to go. Here we go. Now, Olivia, if you'd like one card pulled and you're not doing donations, I will do up to 3 people, depending on how donations are going, where I just pull one card, no questions. So if you'd like that done, let the girls know and they'll put you on a waiting list. Okay, the call with Larry. Call with L. How will the call go with Chris and L? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it starts off a bit cold. It's sort of like both of you being a bit standoffish of what's okay, what's not okay, what should you ask, what shouldn't you ask. Bottom of the deck, we've got this here. I feel that this might be something in the background, something underlying that bugs you, because I feel this is you, and I feel this is your concerns around possible, you know, like when you call him, maybe you can tell that he's been drinking, or maybe you just feel like there's somebody in the background or something. So I do feel that there's a bit of tension in regards to how you're feeling about things, just sort of there's something not quite right. Okay, so we start the reading, like I said, use a back-to-back up here. This is you showing up as the being, okay, what do you want to say to me? You know, I've told you everything before, what do you want to say? So I feel like you're being very forward and confronting maybe, and I feel that he's like, I've got some things I need to tell you. There's things you don't know, there's things you don't realise. So I feel like he's trying to come at you with different things. I do feel he wants to meet up with you. You've got 8s here. 8s is usually where they want to meet up. There's going to be a conversation about where you're working now, where you're going to be living now, because the 8s, the king and everything would represent work and new invitations and things going on. You've got the 2 of clubs here in the middle of all of this. 2 of clubs is telling me that he feels that there is a chance for both of you to try and do something about this relationship, to try and get it back off the ground. So he wants you to hear him out. He probably wants to take you out somewhere or come to your house, or you go to his house or whatever. So I do feel that, because normally when I see 2 red 8s, I feel like it's 2 people sitting down enjoying a meal together and discussing future plans. It's like he's going to tell you that he's been putting the feelers out there about, oh, this is what I was concerned about, the wind. He's putting the feelers out about a job. let me just sit things here. All right. So yeah, he may be telling you that he's been making inquiries about a job where you are, where you're moving to. The challenges aren't really challenges. It's just two people who have loved each other, have made a promise to each other. This is just the promise you've made in the past. It is a problem though. It's a problem because you made the promise in the past and so far it hasn't gelled. I feel that he's offering to be the man he should be. He's offering to be the husband, the future. You know, he's offering all of this. He may be talking about babies as well, you and child, because sometimes when I see Queen of Hearts and Jack of Hearts, to me it feels like mother and child. There is a lot of confusion going on as to who said what. So there may be a little bit of this tit for tat. Look, you told me this. No, at the time I told you blah, blah, blah. So it could be a bit of backwards and forwards kind of conversation going on. In the middle, we have concerns around a third party. So I do believe he's going to be asking questions about whether you're still involved with somebody else. We've got a third party card. We have him as the King of Spades here, and then we have a Jack of Clubs sitting right beside him. And he's wanting to know whether he might ask a question like, was he the reason why the whole situation erupted? Is he the reason why you were pursuing divorce? But even though it was the other way around, he put in for the divorce, you just said, okay, let me sign on the dotted line. So I do feel there's going to be a little bit of tension talking about whether you're still involved with somebody else, whether you are still pursuing that's it and it's finished. And he's got a bit of fear sitting here about how much he should say or shouldn't say in regards to all of it. The outcomes are quite nice. We have our 6 and 4 of hearts and another 6. This is two people agreeing about what your responsibilities are and what his responsibilities are to move forward and learn and come together and make a plan. So I do feel that it may get a bit heated. It may get a bit tense. He may get a bit, we call it stroppy out here when somebody starts getting like, oh, well, you did this, you know. How do you think I felt when you said, you know, I needed to respect the new relationship? So I feel like he'll get a bit defensive. I do feel there's going to be a conversation about the marriage. There's going to be a conversation about the third party. And at the end of it, underneath, I just feel that you're just not 100% about what you want to do about it at this point. We do have the Ace of Spades and the 10 of Spades. Normally they mean going to court and finalising the situation. But you've got 4 and 6 of Hearts, meaning bringing it back together. You didn't have any 2s come out, so let's see what we get in the tarot for you. What will happen with this conversation between Crystal and Elle? Crystal's going to be contacting and reaching out to Elle as promised, said she would return the call. What will go down between them in this conversation on the weekend? It could be as well, not that you feel there's something not right there, it could be that your hesitation around it all, like, I've heard this before, let's wait and see if he actually comes through and does what he needs to do. As soon as we go to that other club, I'm going to make sure I know about it the day before. I'm going to wash my hair the day before, the night before, and then I'm going to go to that hairdresser over there and get some of this fluff and dried out ends cut off. It's looking really horrible, my hair. I'm really hating it at the moment. Bottom of the deck, the manifestation card. Thank God it's not like this, which is manipulation. The manifestation of what it is you both want to happen next. We got lots of stuff coming out in the conversation. We got truth coming out on the table, revealing what it is that needs to happen. We do have a impulsive action going on. I think this is Elle coming up as just diving in there and saying what he needs to say before it's too late. Then we got turning from the Page of Swords into the King of Swords. So it's literally like somebody telling you, back then, you know, I wasn't thinking straight, I was going through something, I was really stupid. I'm the man that you met, I'm the man that you wanted to be with and spend your life with. I am this person. It's sitting in the challenge area because I think that you're finding it hard to know whether to believe it or not. Okay, moving forward, he wants to start fresh. He wants this new beginning. He wants to start fresh. He feels that you're indebted to him. You're his karma. You're his twin flame. You're meant to go on this journey with each other. He wants to be a family. You got 10 of Cups here. He wants to be a family. He wants you there. The outcome. Concerns and stress about what to do next. I feel this is you. I feel you're like, I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to feel like this. So I think you're going to feel a bit of confusion at the end of it. You're not going to know what to do. You've got 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords sitting in your outcome between it all. And then you're presented with making a choice. I feel the 2 of Wands is at the end of it, yes, you will feel a bit shocked, a bit stressed, but then you're going to go, I know what I now need to do, and this is it. This is what I'm doing next. So I feel it's productive. I feel there's a bit of love in there. I feel that there's this desire and this want. I think that what you're going to come out of it with, Chris, is you're going to go, I've heard these words before. Let's see now. I'm going to give a time frame. And if L has not presented himself to do what he said he's going to do, then that's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. Okay? I've picked up the wrong cards here. Let's just finish this off. Now, the person that was in the room, Olivia, is Olivia still here or not? So this is for you, Crystal. We'll just do, what else do you need to know about this call that's going to happen on the weekend with L? Okay. Wow. New beginnings. The funny thing is you've got 2 lots of birds. Now, normally I'd see this as twins because we got 2 birds, 2 owls, learning and new and remembering the past, but not letting it dictate your future. It's more about learn and grow. And this here is the new beginnings, total new beginnings. And then new beginnings of what? Happy home and lucky. Lucky. So this is really nice energy. These cards are telling me that it's going to be productive. It's going to be something that needs to happen. I just feel that that underneath bit, and especially the 9 and 10 of Swords, is you going, let's wait and see. Is this going to be a dead end? Or is this really going to happen now? So I think you're going to literally say, I've already told you this is what I wanted. I don't know if it's too late now. And then you're going to say, you've got till this time. And if I don't see any progress, well, I'm sorry, then there's no more to look at this. You know how you said about that message that you recently sent to somebody else, and you basically said that if that's the end of the line, that you're happy with that. You know, you're prepared that if that's it, if that person can't produce what you're wanting, well, then you're happy to say that that's completed now, that journey's complete. So I feel it's going to be a same kind of energy, but I do feel that you're going to feel some kind of sense of confusion and loss of, do I do this or not? Because you've got a whole load of family members that want you to try and make this happen. Then you've got this person who talks the talk, but then when it comes to doing it, so far has not done it. And there's been lots of influence and interference. Now, did you notice something with that reading? Apart from me saying you may be concerned about possibly the person's been drinking, or is there someone in the background? It didn't show me anyone in the background. It didn't show me any third-party interference, which is probably a first when we've looked at readings with this person. Okay, anyway, your thing's on WhatsApp. Let me have a quick look at that. I'm going to buy some of these with the orange light stuff in them for not only me at night, but for my husband, because he's on the computer late at night and I just feel that he's just not getting tired because of the blue light coming off the computer. And then when we're in bed, watching television's not good either. Hang on. Okay. I thought I had a good sleep, but I'm really tired. I woke up early. Kept trying to go back to sleep. Question is, oh, so you want to know if M blocked you, female M blocked you, and she's a, what did you say she is? Scorpio. Did M the Scorpio block you? I like female Scorpios, but I don't like, well, I can't say I don't like them, but I have come across some hard to take Scorpios in my lifetime. Okay, I'm sure there's some brilliant ones out there, but yeah. Okay, so this is for Silly Pants. I'm going to ask you a question in my head, okay? M, the Scorpio. Okay, let's see what's going on with her energy towards you. I'm looking for black fives or a sequence of black. You don't have a sequence of black. You only have one black five on the end here, and then you've got red fives, which is communicating. This is somebody that went through some kind of forced change type thing here. So you and her, maybe she had some plan with you about things that you were going to do for her or help her, or you know, in regards to her family and stuff like that. I remember you said that you were helping her out there. She feels that you wronged her. This is where you may have promised her that you would help with rent, or you may have promised her that you'd help her with her family, or she may have promised you. She may have promised you a job somewhere or something like that. So I feel that the very first card out is anger. Anger about, you promised me and it didn't happen. I do feel that she has somebody else around her here. This is a new friendship and a sort of like an agreement she's made with somebody else. She also may have some man in her life and she doesn't want you on there, or she's seeing somebody that she knows that you were seeing. So let's just call somebody Tom. Let's say that you were dating a guy called Tom when you were hanging around this woman that starts with M. And then you've moved away and everything, and then she started hanging out with Tom. Okay, so I feel that either a male or a female that you used to associate with, possibly she's friends with them now, and that might be the reason she's decided to step out of the picture with you. There's also, she feels that you did the wrong thing and you need to learn a lesson. So I do feel that your question was, has she blocked you on these platforms? I do think she has. It might be a temporary thing though. She might turn around and unblock you and start communicating with you again. But I feel like she feels she wants to teach you a lesson because you didn't do what she wanted you to do. Okay? But I also feel there's somebody else that she's associated with. She may be in a romantic situation right now and she just doesn't want you involved in that or you knowing about that. Okay? And there's some kind of wish and desire that she's had with the communication with you. I think it may have been a sudden kind of decision that she made based on somebody else's opinion. Okay? In her challenge area with you is about you and coming between her and some male here. She gets very up in her head where today she wants to talk to you, tomorrow she doesn't. So this is on and off kind of energy. She may also feel that you're like that one day you act like you're very friendly with her and the next day you don't have time for her. So I feel like there's crossed energies going on here. Think of aces as the mind, and when you see a red one and a black one, that's yes, no, maybe, I don't know. You know, it's where somebody goes backwards and forwards and they don't know what to do. But she's showing up as herself with her standing in front of whoever this king is. It's sort of like she doesn't want you to know. She doesn't want you talking to people that she talks to. You know, and if you're on the same platform, social media with her, you can see her friends, you can see posts, you know, and you can see comments and things like that. I feel like she's standing between you and whoever it is she's talking to. And she's angry. She's got another angry card here. She's been told something illegal. I don't know if she was aware of things that you were, you know, people you've been associated with in recent months, and she may have wanted to have nothing to do with that. Moving forward with her of what might happen, it looks like she might go down a little bit of memory lane here. She might be thinking, oh, I wish she was here, she could help me with this and that. Or maybe she's got some money, maybe she can help me out with some money. She seems to feel like you have money, silly pants, I don't know why. And there's a big jealousy card here as well. It's like if she started to change her mind and think about reaching out to you, this is where somebody changes her mind or she goes the opposite direction. She's very up and down, almost like somebody with bipolar disorder. The outcome with her, it looks like you may hear from her again. You may, through somebody else, let's say, let's call somebody Jessica. You may have a friendship with someone called Jessica. Jessica ends up connecting to her and then says, oh, look, she's not like that. She's a good person and blah, blah, blah. You should reach out to her. So I do feel there may be some kind of reconciliation and talk again, but it won't last long. She's very up and down. You're better off without this energy from what I can see. Okay? I don't know if you're missing her or you're angry. One of you is definitely angry though. All right, let's see what else we get for you. Silly pants, would you like me to do the tarot's just messages for you instead of looking more about this person? Just tell me if you want to. How much time have we got? I'll just put that on pause. Hang on. Okay. That's on pause. So for the last part of the reading, you've got about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. Would you like the tarots just to be messages for you right now? Just what do you need to hear right now about anything? Instead of keep talking about her. Messages. Oh, you still want more about her. Okay, fair enough. I don't see what else we can see. What else does need to know about? I'm saying your name in my head and her name. Okay, here we go. First card out, it's done. It's telling you it's done. Move on, it's done. Or she's done. She's done. Okay? I feel somebody else has come into the picture with her and she feels like she's escaping. So she's done and she's escaping away from things. There's something going on. There's somebody she's joined with here. She may be scared that, let's say she is starting to date somebody or she's reconciled with somebody in the past that you know or whatever. She may be scared that you're going to talk to them and steal them away or something like that. So I feel like she's done. She's moving on, she's escaping from the energy, and because she's got something else that she's looking at. And I know you said this is not a romantic reading, and this has nothing to do with that. This is some connection you had in the past. She's got this, which is just being involved with family and get-togethers and all of that. And it may be that the reason you've been shut out from her is from her other family saying, why do you even talk to that person anymore? You need to block that person. You know, I feel like somebody else has influenced what she does. She is a little bit delusional on things. This is somebody that doesn't really know what they want or what they're going to do or where they're going to go. She has got some kind of new friendship. She's got the Two of Cups, she's got the Three of Pentacles. I feel that she's moving on and she's got other things going on. Her outcome card's about you and her and everything. She's got this final decision being made, and she has this guy here. This guy is fun, he's got money, he's got a good job. I just feel that she's got some sort of friendship support-based thing going on. And she may be concerned that you would attract too much attention away from her, that you're better looking than her, or you're more fun than her, or, you know, like I just feel that she's got concerns about you taking something from her. So that's why she's doing this. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So she's got everything to do with some kind of loving stuff going on with somebody else, and that's pretty much why she stepped away. Anyway, that's all we've got. Yours is done. I wish I brought water out here. Okay, so I forgot to message. It's Anadilia's birthday. Is she online yet? I told her I probably wasn't going online because I had a problem with the phone. And it mustn't have sent her a message. Okay, she was waiting for me to tell her that I'm online. Okay, so that's it. We've done the payments. Is there anybody watching that wanted a card pulled for free? I'm just going to give it a little bit of time. I'll pull 3 cards of these. These are just messages for you, Chris, and then Silly Pants, okay, while we're waiting. Just see if Anadilia's getting on or not. Oh, there she is. There she is. Anyway, this is for you, Chris, quickly. Just 3 cards for Chris. Oh, Chris, we got a sexual energy card. This is feeling very luxurious and loved. And let's say that your favorite thing is to sip on a cup of tea and have the most best dark chocolate melting in your mouth. That's that energy. If it's sitting in front of eye candy, what we call eye candy, that's that energy. But it's just feeling loved and appreciated and sensual, and it can be fertility. We've got growth and learning and healing going on. I'm wondering whether this is to do with the surgery coming up and a really good event coming up. You will be making a firm decision very soon, Chris. You've got the doorways. At the moment, you don't know enough about a certain situation, but once you know, the light bulb comes on and you're making a choice. Okay, let's just put these back and quickly do some for Nina. Chris, I forgot to ask you, Astrolove wanted to know, is it okay to send the money through to you? And what are we looking for anyway, Astrolove? Is it just a general reading for the birthday? I'll do extra minutes for you. I'll do a mini question for free for your birthday, Astrolove, because you're always helping out and always paying that little bit extra and everything. So we'll do a little bit extra on yours. We can do the main birthday general reading, birthday messages coming in. And if you have a little mini question for me to ask after that, we'll have a look at that. Okay, so you might get a question from the reading. You might want more information on a particular thing that I see. This is just quickly for Nina. Nina, what are you getting? Nina. Okay, you're setting sail, you're going on a new journey. There's some annoying things coming towards you. Be careful of people sabotaging things. And there's some kind of spying going on. So somebody's watching you or you're watching somebody else. Okay? And there's people coming out right now. So this will be the end of the session. I'm just wondering where this person's going to go. So yeah, all right. So we'll do the birthday reading. And I'm just not sure whether I can move. What I might do is just turn it around so I'm facing that way, my voice is going that way. So I'll just go to the other side of the table and turn this all around. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I just didn't want my voice going that way and disturbing people enjoying their lunch. Okay, so we're doing whatever comes out, birthday reading, and happy birthday to you. Where's our timer? And thanks again, Chris, for doing this for me. Now, I do want you to, the money that comes into you, if they take 50 cents, $1, whatever they take, I don't want you giving me the full amount that she paid. I want you to give me whatever comes out. You know what I mean? Like, I know when people pay me on PayPal, there is a small deduction, you know, like sometimes it's $1, sometimes it's 80 cents. The other day I found out that someone paid me, I think it was $25 US for 2 readings or something. And when it came into mine, it came out as $22. So they took nearly $3 off it. They didn't used to do that. But yeah, so if there is money taken off of Chris, I do not want you covering the fee. There's more people coming out. Okay, so this is the last reading and then we finish for the day. And I might do something for you at home and in Villia, okay? So I'll do the birthday reading right now, and then when I'm at home, if you have another question for your birthday, let me know, or if you want to keep it on hold for another time. All right, here we go. So general messages for you. I should have been facing this way all along because this is better. I've got the sun on my back keeping me warm, and the wind's still there, but it's not as bad for some reason. Must be coming from this direction and I'm blocking the wind. Anadilia, birthday messages. Oh, so you went to the school today. How did that all go? Because you said you were going to the school to do that translation. Did something come of it? Did anyone flirt? Yeah, you didn't say whether anything happened with that. Okay, bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. We got a love bomb coming in here. This is something you're not quite seeing here. So I feel somebody's looking at you, somebody's interested, but I don't feel you're seeing it. Because this is soulmate and this is a lot of affection coming your way and it's sitting at the bottom of the deck. Up the top, we've got where you're letting someone go here. This is someone that you are stepping away from. It can be a family member. It can be someone that is a friend that you don't really want this friend. I know that there's been things in the past where I've had people that I would loosely call a friend. But yeah, this sometimes can represent where somebody's shutting you out or you're shutting somebody out. We have gifts and outings and plans and lots of nice things going on here. It is your birthday. We do have a potential future new job, maybe, bonus, promotion. But in work-wise, this is looking really good. It would be a lot of work and there might be some night hours involved in it. In regards to personal relationships and everything, I do feel that this is just people that love you, going out to dinner, celebrating. Health-wise, it looks very good. just don't overload yourself at night. I feel that this is overthinking at night. This is where you get up in your own head and sabotage yourself at night, as we do sometimes. Okay, your challenge is coming up for the month ahead. It's to do with work and money, but it's going to work out. I wouldn't worry about it. You've got a lot of cards here that are talking about a new job or a bonus, so I'm not sure what kind of work you do, but this is looking really good, whatever it is. If you're a person who, when you get stressed, you like to have a wine, have one wine, not 5. If you're a person, when you get stressed, you run to the cupboard and you get your prescription medication, only take what you absolutely need and try some meditation or whatever first, because I'm a little bit concerned about that 8 of clubs sitting in there, because all of these cards are about enjoyment and food and going places and that's telling me like putting yourself in a position where going because somebody else wants you there but you don't want to be there, and it's also excessive. So this would be sitting down to a meal and enjoying everything. This would be eating way too much of things that you know you shouldn't have. This would be getting out in the sunshine and getting exercise. This would be sitting at home with popcorn and chocolate and watching movies. So you've got a 50-50 situation going on there, but it's more leaning towards the positive side. The other thing is going on is on and off relationship type stuff going on. This is where you're trying to get rid of somebody out of the picture. You feel that it's done, but they're saying to you, we can make this work again. You're making plans for the kids and future and all of that sort of thing going on. You may be planning a holiday because you've got 888s here. So 888s, you may be planning to take a holiday somewhere with the kids. I'd say that that's going to be very beneficial. There may be some kind of study thing going on with you or the kids that gets a little bit out of control. What I mean by that is, let's say you've got to solve some mathematical solution to something and you go at it and you go at it and you go at it and you just can't get it. It's telling you to reach out and get somebody that can help you to get it done. If it's your kids and they're at school and they're struggling with a certain thing, find out who it is that can help them instead of putting it all on yourself that you have to do it. I do feel somebody wants to take you on a new journey here. You've got a 2 of diamonds here. That's somebody, it's like you're looking at a relationship as a business, not as a romantic journey. You're trying to keep your heart closed to the next person. Okay, your outcome cards are pretty serious looking for some reason. I feel there's something around a male here. He may be going to court. He may be involved in some kind of violence thing or some kind of business thieving something. I'm not sure who he is. It could be your ex, if your ex is involved in gambling or hung around people that were criminals or whatever. But this looks to me like somebody going to jail. Now, the only other way to look at it is it's something to do with someone breaking government rules. So let's say somebody's illegal in a country. This is them getting shipped out of the country. Okay? So, yeah, this is either something to do with a government rule or something to do with jail, or it's pretty full on. But it's for a male. We've got a male here. So it's some male that you know. He looks like he's a family person. He looks like he's a good person, but he unfortunately has got involved in something pretty black here. The only other way to look at it is this person needs surgery for some kind of illness in hospital, and it's a 50-50 situation as to how it's going to go. So it does look pretty mega. I'm sorry that that came out on your birthday reading. Anyway, let's see what else we get. Maybe this is brighter. You had some bright things there, but the finishing cards were quite dark. I'm wondering whether you get an opportunity to work in the law system. you know, in the government, a government job or the law system or a hospital or something like that, or even a school. And maybe those black cards mean you'd be working with people who are struggling, people from a different country, because you said about doing translation and everything at the school. So I'm wondering if that's what it is, where you're offered to help out. You might be offered to help out with filling out legal papers or something like that. Let's take it that way, because you had a lot of really good stuff there. You work at an elementary school. Okay, well, this might be a spin-off. Have you ever considered, you know how like in the prisons they have classes. They have English classes and they have people learning history, or have a look at the judicial system and the prison to see if there is a job that involves that. Because that's the only other way I can look at that. It's either somebody that needs surgery and maybe they haven't got the money or something and they need to go to hospital. It's either somebody going to prison, or it's something to do with a government thing, okay? Okay, so let's see what else. I've only ever seen it on movies and that, about people going to the prisons and teaching, but I do know of people that have got people in prison, that they have teachers come in and teach different things, English in particular in certain countries. What else does Anna Dylan you need to see for a birthday? Yeah, with that other reading, I'll do that when you're ready, maybe when I'm at home or something later, I'll do something for you. Okay, clock's gone at the right time. Okay, your messages are making a firm judgment here. Now this can be, don't be too harsh. Don't like meet somebody and then straight away throw them in the bin thinking, no, I'm not interested. This is telling you, just be cautious with things, but don't get overly judgmental about things. It's literally where you're judging a book by its cover, and sometimes maybe that's not the correct thing. I do feel you're going to be overloaded with something coming up. It's going to interfere in your daily routine. So there's something quite trying for you. The good news is the Ten of Wands is telling you that it's at the worst it's ever going to get. It's there. It's finished. You are stressing yourself out a little bit too much here. A lot of the things that you're going through, you're putting on yourself. Bottom of the deck, you've got a new friendship coming in. This can be sexual energy, can be male or female energy, can be pregnancy, stuff like that. Three of Cups energy. At the bottom, I feel like it's at the bottom because you're not allowing this in. Okay, too serious, too much serious going on. You may have a, is this Capricorn, the devil? Is devil Capricorn? You might have a Capricorn energy coming in. But it's also a lot of temptation to cut corners or do the wrong thing. Let's say a family member or a really close friend comes to you and they've been doing the wrong thing. Give them advice, but don't get involved, okay? Because that's what that could be. There is a time of healing and separation from everything that you need to do. You need to step back. And again, you've got Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords side by side. I just feel like you're stressing yourself out about something in the coming weeks. You're going to be worrying about something. If it's somebody close to you that gets very ill, I mean, you would be worried about that situation. It's telling you not to worry about things. You've got the Nine of Cups coming in, so somebody's wanting to be by your side and take you on a journey. You are traveling or going on a journey or something like that. And you're going to be making a choice in the very near future of what you want to do, and you're going to stick to that choice and be firm with it. These are very positive energy. And just to finish up, we'll do 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom of the piles. And everyone, we're going to sign out after this, because there's a lot of people out here now. They just went in to get their food, they're coming back out. And there's a man behind me. I don't know why. Can you see how many tables there are behind me? And the man sat right here. They do it all the time, they gravitate. If I went inside and sat in the far corner, I can bet you $1 million they would come and sit at the table next to me. Here we go, Anadilia. I'm really sorry that those black cards come out. But when I get home, I'm going to do, I don't know when, but I'm going to do another reading for you. Okay, last messages for you. That you need to find out where it is you want to go, because you are going to be traveling or going on a journey. Now, this can be a journey in your heart. This can be an actual physical journey where you jump on a plane, a boat, whatever. And you're being told to just give something some time. Don't expect it to change overnight. Just give something some time. You have at the bottom, you have secrets being exposed. I'm wondering whether there's somebody with a crush on you that you haven't noticed yet. You do have the key to your own success here. And outcome, you will be making a firm choice. At the moment, you don't have the right information, but you've got information about certain circumstances, but you don't have all the information just yet. Once you have the information, you'll be making a choice whether you stay on the same path or you start to go somewhere else. What I am picking up on with you is, since you were dating people, whatever age that started at for you, have you noticed that you always go for the same type of character? Maybe he's got the same sort of look, maybe he's got the same sort of job, maybe he's the same star sign. I feel that your readings are showing you to look at something that's the opposite of what you've been looking at. And that's where it's going to be. We all do it. We all look for, I wanted somebody shorter than me. I wanted someone with facial hair. I wanted someone with hair on their chest. That's my physical things I like. I like short men with facial hair and hairy body, not on their back. And I like accents, but I only like American and like American, Scottish, British, New Zealand, those sorts of accents. Some European accents, not all. But yeah, so I had a thing about accents, facial hair, and that's what I would go for, And I had things where I thought, I'm definitely not going to go with someone that's tall, or I'm definitely not going to go with somebody that's this and that. So if you are narrowing it down to a small window of what you like physically and what kind of job they should be doing, or I'm definitely not going to be with some guy that's still living with his mother, or you might be throwing away something that might work. So I feel like you're being told to give something a chance that you normally wouldn't give a chance to. And my phone's still on exactly the same power, and it's used 20% of this battery, me being live. So let's hope that this doesn't get deleted because of the music in the background. And I'm not sure when I'll be online again. I think we're going to be coming to the club nearly every day. I should have gone live in that place where nobody goes, because I don't think anybody would have even come in there and knew I was in there. Security would have seen me on the cameras that I was in there, but when they would have seen me just sitting there with this, doing this, I don't think they would have done anything about it. I mean, what am I hurting? I don't need to pay for a private function room if I'm just sitting there with my phone. It's no different than me going in there having a private phone call. Really. Anyway, take care everybody. Thank you to all the donations today. Thank you for the help on the channel. We didn't have anybody come in for their little free card thing today. Anyway, talk to you later. Take care. And Anadilia, enjoy the rest of your birthday. And like I said, if you do have a question you want me to have a quick look at, let me know. And when I get time, I'll do that for you at home and send it to you. If you just prefer I do another little quick sort of look at everything, let me know. Okay? And thank you, Chris, for allowing her to pay you so you could pay me. Much appreciated. All right, take care, everyone, and talk to you.